What's going on, YouTubers? It's your finest, hosted by Mike. What's poppin'? I gotta do this video over again because I was messing with something and it hit my keyboard and it made my video stop. So I didn't want to do a part two. But anyhow, what's going on? It's finest, hosted by Mike. This is my birthday weekend, and family's on their way coming soon and stuff. My daughter's coming from Harlem. So she's meeting up with my wife, and they're going to Brooklyn to pick up some special food to bring home. My son is downstairs with his girlfriend, so they gave me my, my surprise and shit. As I say, it's good to be loved, man. I didn't have a father growing up, so to be able to be a father, knowing you didn't have a father, I think it's rewarding because you become something you never had. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's self-gratifying, to be honest. But I'm not gonna get mushy into that. It's good to be a good parent and have 3 good kids, 2 out of school and working and part of the workforce. No drama, no baby mama father drama, no kids at all. Both work, both are stable. My son is on his own, but he's not. He lives at home. But he has his own car thanks to me and my wife with his Tesla and shit. But he does his thing. My daughter lives in Harlem, and she lives on her own with a roommate, and she works. She got a job with the school, and she's doing her thing and maintaining. So that's a good thing. Then I got the guy you guys know. That motherfucker tall as shit now. Isaiah is like my height, tall and skinny. Now this kid wears a size 10 foot. Soon he gonna be wearing my 11s. But yeah, so far everybody's healthy and good. That's all you can ask for and all you should need. So anyhow, getting all that crap out the way. I did go to a toy show today. I went to the Woodbridge toy show. People were happy to see me, of course. It's always happy to see people too. So normally on Mondays, after dropping Isaiah off, like almost 8-9 months ago, I started doing that, to where I would take a break from thrifting on a Monday. More or less more than every now and again, and I would go toy hunting in Targets and Walmart. And then every once in a while, depending on how I felt, I would stop by 2nd Avenue on the way going back home. Because, there's a Target in Vauxhall, which is the next town going northeast from Union. And there's a Vauxhall Target right there, like right behind, like about a mile or so behind and I gotta go that way if I'm taking local streets to go through South Orange to get to East Orange anyway. So on Monday I went to the Watchung Target in Walmart. My apologies. I know I didn't get anything from the Watchung Walmart. I think I did grab a couple of items from the Target there. I just can't remember what the hell they are or where they are. So my apologies to that. Then from there, on the way coming back up, I went through Union and I went to that Target. I think I got something from that Target. I just can't remember what it is. And I know from that Walmart, I did pick up 2. No. Actually, the Walmart, I didn't get anything. Or did I? But I know the Target is where I got the Lego Fast and the Furious Dominic Toretto in the Dodge 1970 Dodge Charger. You gotta be 70 because the 68, 69, the headlights had the grill that go over it. So yeah, it had to be the 70. Because I think 71 is when they changed the body. Where the body changed. It became more slender and aerodynamic. It looked funnier because I love that big box General Lee look, aka the original Blade. Blade made it sexy before Fast and Furious, because obviously Blade came out in 1998, and Blade, that car was bad. I love the Dodge Charger, and now that they're making an electric one that kind of is a 2-door, and it has a little resemblance to that, I'm getting that car. Because everybody know I love Mustangs, but the General Lee is my first car love. Then after, I still seen Steve McQueen, same shit. the movie The Bullet, which to this day I still think is the best car chase scene in any movie because it was so realistic. I mean, it was so simple and so realistic. Like the way the cars moved, everything was choreographed perfect in that movie. I mean, if you anything, just go to YouTube and just type in Steve McQueen Bullet car chase scene. So just type it in, it may just automatically pop up. He's in a green fastback. I think it was a 66 or 65 fastback. Could have been a 67. And the two killers look scary because they average looking middle aged white guys who are assassins. They don't have no crazy look, just ordinary guys. You just see it. And they're in a Dodge Charger, like a 67, 68 Charger. And the chase scene in that fucking movie is just fucking phenomenal. I like the realisticness to it, and that's why to this day I still think it's one of the best car chase scenes in history so far. But anyhow, I do love that car. So I did pick that up. I picked up about over a month ago. I did pick up the Too Fast, Too Furious Paul Walker's character with the Nissan GTR R34. So I wound up deciding. I said, you know what? If I do come across it soon to get the Dom Toretto one Charger, I'll get two of them. And yeah, I was like, I'll get two of them, and I'll keep one sealed and open one up and put it on display. So that's what I did with the Paul Walker's character. So I did pick up two of them from the Target. I just can't. I think it was in Union coming home, and I don't think I got anything from the Walmart in Union. I probably did or didn't, but whatever I got and I forgot about on Monday, obviously was could have been great because I wouldn't have forgot. But anyway, let me show you. I did build them. I did do a video on them, but the video is over 3 hours long, and sometimes I got caught up in forgetting what I was saying and stuttering a lot because I was multitasking as I was doing it. And let me tell you, time lapsing is good because when these cars, the Fast and Furious one is cheaper than this one, and he's actually a Walmart exclusive. This one sells in Walmart and Target. By the time I realized it was too late to get a refund and get like a $3 or $4 off thing on two of them. But 300 and something pieces. He has about 340 or 30 something pieces. He's like 300 in the teens. But these things take about an hour, man. Like they literally take about an hour or so. But when you're multitasking and talking and doing so much, my video was over 3 hours. And I was like, you know what? I'm not posting this shit. Who wants to see me sit here and talking gibberish and talking over myself and at the same time building this. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I need to get my hands, because I'm gonna start collecting these Lego, just the Lego Speed Champs or whatever they call them. But I only want iconic ones. Like I really pray and hope they come out with the A-Team or the Knight Rider, because I'll get those too. And I hope they will continue the Fast and Furious Lego series. I'll pick up each and every one of them fucking cars, or the ones that I really really like. But yeah, you got the 1970. It is 70 because the grill is different and the headlights aren't changed. And there's a slight difference in this car. There's a couple things I do have with this car. They should have did a print to the front window, because obviously that pillar right there that connects to the roof to the frame should be black. So I was actually contemplating on taking a marker and just color that in so it looks a lot better. So I think I am going to do that. And right here, they do have the gas tank, but the gas tank is in the wrong spot. Right here, there's a gas tank decal, but you see where it is? It shouldn't be there. This one single block right here is where that should be. But the instructions and everything tells you to put it here, but it should be here, because that is right near where the pillar is. And that's where that gas tank should be, not here. So I think that's that, and the fact that the car should have been slightly longer and a little bit more wider, because when you put them next to each other, it's way off. Like you see the GTR is wider, and it shouldn't be, and it's just slightly shorter, it is slightly shorter, but technically, if you put this car next to a Charger, the car should be about at least that wide. I mean that long, because a Dodge Charger is a very big, long, and wide vehicle. The thing just came off. And the Dominic, the thing they messed up with him, as far as the figure goes, they should have definitely gave him some kind of graphic muscular arms to have it different, because like, if it, like that's what they should have. They should have gave him like a little, like just some little lines in his bicep, I mean, in his arms, to give him muscles to make him look more like him. And the big thing they messed up on him is they didn't give him that necklace. He definitely had a chain in their first movie. Because if you remember when he was trying to grab Vince, when they, when that last truck jacking went on, and that guy was shooting him with that 12 gauge, and he was trying to grab at him, he had the chain on. So, if you're gonna do something, do it right. They probably just thought, oh well, the hell with it. It's just a little car, whatever. Don't matter. How the hell he get over there? If you're gonna do something, do it right. Do it right, or don't do it at all. Even though it's only fucking $20. Like, I hate to say it, but a lot of these companies, they just get these little white kid designers, and they're just real fucking lazy. They don't, this is why the Japanese do things a lot better, because when they do things, I mean, they fuck up too, but again, this, oh shit, the other piece fell off. Damn. I hate to sound fucked up, but yeah, I mean, they definitely should have paid more attention to that. If you're gonna charge somebody for something, and you're gonna put, I understand, and especially that you got to pay for the license. It's not gonna cost you anything to put the fucking chain on him, and make sure you put the decal in the right place. And again, it's not gonna cost Lego anything just to add, like, what, 10 to 12 more bricks to make this thing a little longer. I mean, it is a nice looking car. It does have a nice resemblance to it. But being that they did add the graphics to the back, now I can't think of the name, the back quarter panels of the GTR R34, why the hell they couldn't at least, make this thing a little wider? And they could have gave it that same brick and gave you that black pillar to make it look, to make it look more the way it should look. I mean, it's a nice looking car. Don't get me wrong. It is. I mean, it does resemble. It definitely does resemble the car. I mean, you know what it is. Once you look at the back lights and you get that front, it's that. But technically, from the side a little bit, it does give you more of a weird look to it. You know what I mean? But, and what the gray is, they should have did chrome. They give chrome parts in a lot of their vehicles. It's not costing them nothing to go with the chrome parts. Instead of doing gray, again, doesn't matter if it's $20 or $30. Take more pride in what you do. You know what I mean? Like, you gave silver parts for the hubcaps. Why you guys couldn't make these gray parts chrome? I mean, it is from a popular franchise movie. It wasn't gonna cost these idiots anything to do that. And the reason I'm calling them idiots, because they are. It is what it is. They don't like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't like all you other guys. I don't be nice just because I want to try to get promoted. Fuck that. Everybody's, we all sit up here when we talk about this stuff, whether it's positive or negative. It's advertising, and you're still advertising for a company. You're paying to advertise for them. The least they could do is do shit right. This car, to me, doesn't really resemble a GTR, let alone the R34. I think where I got Brian at, this is so lazy. Like, where you have these block pegs here, they definitely could have smoothed that out. They could have, the hood should be slightly more, like, slanted a little bit. It's too long. First of all, the whole hood is too long, and it should be a little bit more slanted. But other than that, I think it's pretty. It is nice. It wouldn't have cost them for the extra $5 they charging versus the Dominic one. they could have just gave you a couple of those bricks that light up. It wouldn't have cost fucking Lego nothing. I mean, you know, you're a company who builds the stuff. You have the stuff. So I understand you're paying for the license, but it costs you fucking morons nothing to add those light effect bricks in there. You press it and it lights up. It's not costing you nothing. Either way, one way or the other. Like, what the fuck? All right, now going into the Brian. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can see some of the other people. It's not the best. So, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't like all the lines they got on the shirt. I just think it really makes no sense because he's skinny. So, those lines make no sense. His hair should have been curly. They gave him more like a lot of wavy hair, but it should have been curly. They have so many figures that have curly hair in Lego. There's no reason why the Neanderthals in Lego couldn't give him the same blonde hair with curly. They should have made it curly because, you know, Brian, you know, Paul Walker has fucking curly hair. And then the second thing is they gave him too much of a 5 o'clock shadow, and they didn't give him blue eyes. They gave him like, what are y'all doing? But again, I understand. Some people might be like, dude, you read too much into it. Nah, I mean, you're paying for a licensed piece. It doesn't matter if it's $20 or $50. If you're gonna do it right. That's simple. I understand. Hey, you know what? You get a nice little this or that. Like, you see this little muffler here. You see that chrome? They did that. Why they couldn't do that for the Dodge Charger? I mean, you know, this car is nice, but they messed up in a lot of ways on this car. And like I said, the hood should have been slightly smaller, and it should have had more of a slope. I mean, they could do a slope here, so don't sit here and be like, oh, well, they couldn't do it. Listen, if they could give you that slope here, they should do that shit from the gate. It should have been more sloped down a little bit. The hood is too long, and this shouldn't be here. It should be more smooth. At the end of the day, it is Lego. We all know it's Lego, but still make it look the way, it should look a lot better than this. But, still pretty okay. For what it is, it's nice. It is a licensed Lego piece, so it is nice for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But, again, don't do shit half-assed. Do it right. So, that was Monday. Friday I showed you the do bag from the other crap I got. That was the only thing I kept because, like I said, it was in the bag with the Jurassic Park stuff, and I think they said vintage Star Wars figures came out. I believe it because she actually put this in the bag with the dinosaur stuff. Some random guy came in and he grabbed. He's gonna be in it this Wednesday. He randomly grabbed 2 big bags of G.I. Joes, ran out, was very happy, and left. And yeah. So, like I said with Chris, so the Metroplex and stuff I sold to Scottish Mike, and this is the stuff that I actually kept. Reason why I kept this is because Mike didn't want it. He didn't want this, and he didn't want the Bumblebee. This is broken, but if I do come across another one, I could probably take parts off of this for another one that may have all that parts, but something may be messed up on it, or I'll get rid of it. All right, and then yeah, and then this Bumblebee here, he's not just missing his left side of his hood, but his leg is actually broken, so he didn't want these 2 pieces. I mean, personally, I thought that was naive because it was part of the deal, but he didn't want it. But whatever, I can use these arms and no wheels, so and head, I can always unscrew this and take the parts and use it. So. His loss, not mine. It is what it is. So, these 2 pieces he didn't want. All the other stuff he had was intact, including some accessories and stuff. This I told him he couldn't have because I knew I needed this. I don't have the Pretender to put inside, and this has like another gray piece that snaps on here and is more like a wing thing, and it goes into the front on both sides, and he has a sword and a gun. So there's a lot of stuff missing, but still in all, hey, I kept that. So I told him he couldn't have that. Told him he couldn't have this. I knew this was complete, and it was kind of hard for me to try to move the back flaps here, because it's so old. I don't want to do it and then break them, so I just let. I'm like, you know what? It's not really in the way. And it's funny because he's the only one I needed to help complete Galvatron's people. So if I can get more and more of these, I will get as many as I can to be army build. So I told him he couldn't have that neither. I made a mistake on this because I always forget the Seekers, but this is Ramjet, and I actually have a Ramjet. But there was parts off of this one. I mean, you know, it did help by keeping it because I wound up keeping both his cannons. He only came with one fist, and he has the landing gear because they all come with the same black generic landing gear. So I will use this landing gear for another one. These things are between $15 and $30, believe it or not. So I kept that. So this I'll just put out to sell just like this. And I think I have one of his fists, and yeah. So, and I kept the short wing stabilizers because I might need it for mine. I don't know if mine's complete or not, but I will be looking. If it is, then I'll put it on him and I'll just put it back out and sell it. Or I'll probably just sell it to Scottish Mike and be like, hey, listen, I actually have this. I just took parts off of it. He'll probably buy it. But I kept it because I didn't even know I had them. Alright, I'll get to these in a sec. This is, I think his name is Top Heavy or something like that. Oh my god, I already forgot where he's from. He's part of, it doesn't matter. But I know I should have kept that gun, but he comes with a robot. He's more like a pet. And he comes with, it's like a robot and a gun. And I actually gave Scottish Mike the gun because I should have. I mean, normally I would do that. I would have said, nah, I'll let you know after I look through the stuff. I mean, I'll sell you the Metroplex with the stuff, but the other stuff I got to hold on to. If I don't need it, I'll sell it to you later. And he would have been fine with that, but I wasn't really thinking. You know what I mean? And that was my fault. Because nobody put a gun in my head and forced me. Nobody can force me to do anything anyway, so, you know, whatever. But, yeah. So I kept him, obviously. I got him in my hand. And then, like I said, the cannons and, so like I said, the stabilizers I have here. The wing stabilizers for Ramjet. And I have his cannons. So he may be complete if I don't have these. So I kept those. And he also has a fist. So they all use, a lot of them except for Starscream use the same generic black fist. Because Starscream's is blue, everybody else's is black. So I do have the left. And then these are for Minosaur. I do have a Minosaur complete. But like I said before in other videos, maybe I did or didn't. But to be clear, I actually keep, you know, I like to have everybody in like combiners. I like to have all the combiners in combiner mode and then have them in individual robot mode as well. So I do have a complete Minosaur, and I think I may have a complete loose one, but, well, complete as far as being in robot mode, but I don't know if I have the parts for them to be able to complete another Minosaur. So if I ever do come across parts for whatever reason to complete another one, then so be it. I'll still have them in robot form, but I would still have the parts to have completed. So that's basically the fists and the feet. And of course, Motormaster comes with that extra head. I mean, comes with that big head on them, so you won't need that. And one of the blasters. And then here, I knew I needed these. I just can't remember who they go to, but this is the right and left shoulder cannon. Wait, is it? Look like they both right. It doesn't matter. Whatever. These are shoulder cannons. I don't have the missiles though, but they are shoulder cannons for Wheeljack. So I kept these. Then there was this Televiper gun. That was all in there. And then these two Marvel Legends was also in there. So he gave me all this stuff. So everything you see here, I'm going to recap it again. So you have this Marvel Legend Spider-Man. I think this is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. So you got two of the Marvel Legends Spideys. that I picked up after I did the deal with Victor, because if I did it before, I'd have just gave these to Victor since he brought the other stuff. Victor. So again, gonna recap. As I said, it was Metroplex, some other Transformer miscellaneous stuff, and then that Insector animal vehicle thing. All right, and again, you got this Ramjet, and he does come with his 2 cannons, the 2 side wing stabilizers, what we're gonna call it, and one of the fists, and that landing gear. So I will be using that landing gear for somebody else. This is gonna be going back out to be resold. You have this Motor Master part, and like I said, he does come with another head, because you basically just build him. He's like the one, whatever. I don't need to explain it. And of course, this. I can use that foot. I could probably get another. Actually, I can get a leg to complete this, to be honest, because this is actually in good condition. I could probably just look online for Bumblebee's left leg and foot, and I could probably get the part. Yeah. Yeah, you sons of bitches. Yeah, right. So, yep. So, you got that. And again, you got my man here. And I needed him. And, of course, he doesn't have his decals on him. But really, really nice, though. Really, really nice. So, that's a keeper along with this Pretender. Then, again, you got my man Top Heavy, or whatever his name is. And then you got the fists and hands to Minosaur. Bam! You got the gun, the blaster for him. Then you got Ramjet's thruster cannons, or whatever the hell you want to call them, both of them. And you have his lower wing or side wing stabilizers, or whatever you want to call it. Then you got the that's very, very expensive in the rear. Hard to find. Really hard to find, but it is expensive. Just his left fist, but hey. And then Wheeljack's shoulder cannons, no missiles. And then this Televiper weird gun. So yeah, so you got that crap. So that was basically what I got yesterday from Chris. And then my boy Hector was holding this HasLab G.I. Joe piece. I already opened it, but like I said in the video, I made a mistake and something landed on my keyboard and that stopped the video. So I don't need to really show you all this stuff because, again, you guys unseen. I'll do it anyway because somebody might be like, "Oh yeah, you got the box. How we know you? You just showed us the box. How we know you don't got a box?" People hate. People are negative and they all like that. So I'll show you the box. Because somebody might be like, "Oh yeah, that's the box." I mean, I don't have to show nobody shit. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. But people hate. So let's see if I can keep from damaging the box. And this is really, really cool too because this comes with like a handle where you can just bring the jet right out. As you see here, for those who may have gotten this as parts or whatever. So he gave me the shipper and everything. So you have the jet. I just realized that the figures aren't in this box. I'm gonna show you guys where the figures are in a sec. So it's still sealed. And here you have it. So never taken out. So as you see that. Then you get all these cool ass stickers in here. So you get this one here. You got .29C and .29D. And here you have the Cobra sheet. They all got their own .57C, B, A, 58 A and B, and all that stuff. Because I guess if you want to turn it into a Cobra vehicle, you have the Venom and Power Striker, or whatever you want to call it. Then you have two different ones for the Joes. Anytime Baby sticker sheet. Then you got this one as well. Northrop Grumman. Pretty dope. So it comes with 3 long sticker sheets. Then you got this this combat jet instruction. I guess it shows you. Oh, it actually comes with a blast effect piece. That's pretty dope. So it's a lot of stuff that's that kind of plays. I mean, not plays, pays homage to the original Sky Striker, which I think I have like 2 or 3 of them. Then you have here another blueprint. So you have the instruction sheet, and you got the blueprint for the stickers and stuff. And this actually comes with its own tanker and truck. Field tank and truck, which is basically the piece that you have on the aircraft carrier, but it's all gray instead of it being green and yellow. Those are those are both 2 pieces I actually need to. I actually need those to complete my Sky Striker. And then let me show you this first. And this is kind of cool how this is at the bottom, because like this is basically how it comes. As you see here, it's kind of like a field and a airstrip. So in here, I guess this is where you would put extra missiles, and I guess this piece probably acts as kind of like a base for you for it to look like the aircraft the Sky Striker is taking off from the ground. I didn't want to take anything out of here, but the tanker and everything is here. It is gray. It is all gray. And then these pieces, I think the wings are all the way at the bottom here. So I guess just the base of the airplane is in the box. And you know, you got the wings right here. You can see the decal. Hold on a second. You can see the decal right here. So those are the wings. How they package this is actually pretty decent. You know, it's pretty dope how they did that. And then on the back here, you see that number 83. So this is actually the field. This is like basically where the planes land and take off. So there's 2 of these. There's one here, and then there's another one where the figures are in. And I guess you could put the other one right here, and then you can kind of have it displayed wherever you want. With this, you know, laying opposite. You know, obviously laying like this, and you can kind of like display whatever way you want. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys that. So you got that, because again, like I said, people gonna hate and be like, oh yeah, you got the box, you ain't want to show it because you don't got it. You'd be surprised how many people up here have hate and act up and shit. And like I said, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody, but sometimes it's better to be like that and be like an in-your-face thing. So here is the other part of it, like I said. So you put this one next to the other one, and you can put the plane wherever you want, and this acts as a base. And then that acts as a flight base for it as well. So that's pretty badass. And here are the figures. So I think there's 7 figures. I mean, I thought the figures were actually, I thought the ace and the other guy was actually in the box, but they're not. They're actually on card here. I was going to take all this out and put it out, but I don't want to unpunch them. So I decided not to do that. So real quick, let me show you guys these guys. So this is basically how it comes with that little white cardboard in the middle to keep them separated and keep them from being damaged. So there's 3 Cobras and 4 Joes. And let me show you. Only because I want to silence the haters. Because like I said, somebody be like, oh yeah, he's showing a box. You know, how we know you ain't get a box? Durr. So this is basically how it comes. Comes like this. Right, like that. So my boy Hector hooked me up. Yeah, my boy Heck. So here you have the radar intercept officer, codename Failsafe. Excuse me. Then we have here Scarlet. Same outfit as Ace. Then we have here a Night Force version of Ripcord. And I did realize earlier that they almost are like the same original O-rings, which is dope. I like the fact that they went kind of old school with these now than what they're doing with that 25th anniversary body. I think that's really, really smart. And then you have the man himself, Ace. So you got these 4 guys. You got 4 vehicles. Oh, something. I screwed something up here. I didn't do something right. No. This is not how it's supposed to go. Yeah, I screwed something up. I screwed up something, y'all. I just don't remember how I did it. I'm Papa Smurf. So this goes in here. You go. Wait a minute. No, this is not right. This. Hold on a second. One goes like this. And the other one goes like this. Oh, then one goes here. And the other one goes here. Yeah, there you go. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, Papa Smurf. So then you have that, and then you put this bad boy on top of that one like so. And then it's 3 Cobras, so 7 figuras all together. Kurba. These are figuras, huh? All the figuras. So here you have Cobra Ground Crew, Ramp Rat. Then we have here Cobra Trooper. And we got the man himself, my dear Cobra Commander. I mean, you can look at him and just tell he's way off from how the old one looks. But the fact that they actually did that O-ring thing and paid homage to that, I think that's pretty badass. And again, all of them are unpunched. So like I said, I was going to hang all of them up, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to unpunch them and mess them up, so and again, like I said, I just did that just to show you guys. Not that I had to, but some people, you know. And like I said, I'm not the kind of person that gives a shit. But sometimes it's better to put people in their place and let them see. Because, you know, when a person is envious and angry, sometimes they want to say shit and then they say something and then it becomes something else. And then somebody else says something like, yeah, then that becomes something else, and you know what? Sometimes it's just better to shut people up, because haters gonna hate. And they got some new. They got a couple of new people that moved around here. I don't know if they rented homes or bought homes, but ever since last summer, it's been like a lot of like real like car noises over here. You got this one kid named Kevin who lives on, I think that's Prescott, and he's got like a 2014 or 15, somewhere between 14 and 17 5.0, and he be coming through here like he's out of his fucking mind. And one day I was doing a garage sale, and he scared somebody, including myself, because I was talking to somebody and I got distracted with him revving the engine. So that day I walked around the corner and I had a conversation with him. And let's just say ever since then, he doesn't really do it. I'm not going to say he stopped, but he doesn't really do it because I had a conversation with him, and sometimes you could tell when a nigga real. and he didn't want no problem. I didn't want no problems, but I went at him. I didn't go at him. I went at him politely, but at the same time very stern and like very like, yo, my nigga. But I did it politely. I wasn't disrespectful about it, but I wasn't really friendly neither, if you guys understand. So that was all the stuff I picked up yesterday. Now today, like I said, it was a toy show in Woodbridge. And it's funny because normally every time, I forgot the guy's name, him and his wife comes through, they have a lot of good stuff and he be having some decent prices. And for over a year, since I've been going to the toy shows that Eric promotes, I went to a couple and set up. Yeah. So he had a guy was there. And every time I have the money and I'm contemplating on it, him and his wife is there. When I go there to specifically buy, they never show up. And of course, today was no different than the other time. But a guy named Paul, he runs, I think it's called the Toy Chest, or I'm gonna give him a proper shout out. Real good toy room, and his name is Paul. Real nice guy, man. And for anybody, just tell him that Mike sent you. Old man Mike that had the birthday weekend, he'll know exactly who you're talking about. Or just tell him, the guy that brought your the G1 Transformers at the Woodbridge Toy Show told me to give you a hello. Tell him to give you 10% off. I always wanted to say that because everybody does that. But yeah, this is him. So as you see here, let me get it right. You got the toy room, Paul's toy room, and he's at 3322 C West Road, Pearland, New Jersey, 08859, and his number is 732 area code 824-8222. And he says follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Paul's_toy_room. He accepts Visa and MasterCard, so that means he ships shit. So there you have it. Nice guy. Then one of my main man, he sold me some shit. So we're gonna get to it, y'all. We're gonna get to it. Alright, so normally I walk in the big room first, but there was a lot of people waiting, so I paid to get in, and I went straight to the left, and I visited the two smaller conference rooms off to the side. And actually, let me show you this. Because the first thing I got was this. I'm not really going in order, but I wanted him, and he gave it to me for only just over $2 more than what they retail for. So I took it. Now watch. Now since I finally got him, I'm gonna see him all over the stores, and he's gonna be on clearance. Whatever. Once they go down to $10, I'll buy as many GI Joes as possible. Because one thing I learned over the years is when you get good stuff on clearance, you hold them, and your money is there. So you got my man Bazooks, and he sold me this for $25. I'm not gonna argue with that for $25. It was only what I think in the store he's like what $22, $21.99, $22, something like that. Ain't gonna go wrong for that. So got my man Bazooks. All right, and I went prepared today, man. So I did take my crappy G.I. Joe book. For those real collectors out there, don't judge me. All right, it's a beat up book, and it does come in handy because I can walk around with it and get the stuff I need and know what I don't have. And it did work today. This is a great book. There is a lot of figures in here that are missing, but it does give you a good. It's pretty decent, so I'm not going to complain about that. And that helped also today. So both those books came in handy. And now moving on to Paul. So Paul gave me this for a great price. This is the original Star Wars. Oh. He only had a price that why am I gonna say where he priced it at? Because I don't want nobody to be like, oh well, you sold this to so and so for this price, and he did. I'm not gonna do all that, man. I'm really not gonna do all that. He gave me a good price on it, and that's all that matters. So let me put this in here because he did say he was too afraid to put the clips in because he didn't want to break them. So I do want to put them in. Because when and if I do sell this collection, I'm not worried about it. Because whoever buys this shit, they're going to deal with all this. Not moi. And I picked up both of them. I've been wanting to get these for a while. Because, you know, what is a vintage Star Wars collection without TIE fighters? Man, this thing really don't want to go in, do they? Sheesh. And the thing is, sometimes these things are so old, you want to be very careful with them because you don't want to really mess them up. And I'm not going to take that chance because with my luck, I will. I mean, it's not in the best condition, but come on, for something from the 70s, 70, was it 77, 79 or something like that? I didn't bring my glass. Yes, 1978. I didn't bring my glasses, and it says General Mills Fun Group Kenner, 1978. So I forgot my glasses because my plan today was to go on my motorcycle. That was my plan. You know, me and Isaiah got our haircuts yesterday, and we went on bike. So yeah. And of course, the original one, for those who don't know, is white. The Return of the Jedi one, they went with a blue color. And he said, was it this one or was it the other dude? I don't know if this works or not, but I paid under 60 for an original TIE Fighter. Not gonna argue. Yeah, one of the decals is missing, and wings seem better. You never know. Maybe I'll come across somebody that may have models and they just think it's a model and they may have better wings or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's from 1978. The damn thing is what, 45 years old or something like that? For 45, I mean, shit, you got people that are 22 years old that don't look as good as this. So for a 45-year-old, is it 45? Yeah, almost a 45-year-old loose toy. That's in great condition. I mean, it has both the doors. I mean, come on, man. It's, you know, does it? No, it don't have anything that shoots. So it is complete. It's just loose. So yeah. Put down my other Star Wars crap. And then what else we got from Paul? So I'm gonna show you guys everything I got from Paul. So I got that stuff. He charged me a okay price for the stuff. Like I said, I'm not gonna really go into details. I got a couple of cards here from people. I always forget his name, but my main man, Lewis, who sells me my my Super 7 Thundercat stuff here. His brother does wrestling stuff, and he told me he's doing a wrestling show, and it's May 20th is okay. So I'm gonna set up for that. I'm gonna try to find and get some wrestling belts. I'm gonna get some more wrestling belts signed. I have one that has a lot of signatures on it already. Only person here I'm really interested in. I already got stuff signed by Rikishi, but I think I have a figure. I'm gonna see if he can sign it for me, if I do decide to go. But Rikishi, Gangrel, and Farouk. Everybody else I don't need because I don't know who the hell these people are. But for those out there who lives in the tri-state area who likes wrestling, Saturday, May 20th, 2023, at the Middletown Sports Complex at 214 Harmony Road, Middletown Township, New Jersey, 07748. For those out there who's interested, there you have it. And then this Spider Monkey Collectibles. I forgot who the hell gave me this. But somebody gave it to me. Since I don't remember, I'm not going to really go into the graph details. I'm stupid. My man who sold me that bazooka, that is Spider-Man collectibles. Spider Monkey collectibles, I mean. So yeah. So he's got a lot of stuff here. I always keep forgetting his name. It's terrible. Mention this flyer and receive a free gift. Well, he always hooked me up, man. Spider Monkey collectibles, Funko Pops, Star Wars, Disney, Top Cards, DC Universe, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, Halo, NECA, Lego, WWE, Michael Jordan stuff, Masters of the Universe. So yeah, he specializes in a lot of stuff. And it says, check us out on eBay, Spider Monkey Collectibles. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Email at spidermnkytoys@gmail.com. So that would be spider spelled out as spider, then M as in Mike, N as in Nancy, K as in Kilo, Y as in Young, toys as in TOY, and the letter Z as in zebra at gmail.com. Tell Mike sent you. And there you have that for those out there. And here's his card. His number is not on it, but same as the flyer. So I'm over here hooking up. Well, people hook me up, so you gotta hook up people. And then these I got from Paul over in Paul's toy room. Yes, I had to look at the card, so I'm not gonna sit here and play it off. And something just fell. I think there's something else in here or no? Okay. Always gotta reuse those bags. So I needed this dude. He's one of the protector bots. I don't remember if I do have a protector bot or whatever he is called. Complete. I mean, I'm not complete. I don't even know if I have him in robot. I mean, in combiner mode. I may have him. He's actually, oh my God, was the bad guy. I forgot who, but I needed him. I know I needed him. I think he's missing something or something broken off. But this is the helicopter for the barrel. I think it's Bruticus or whatever the hell he is. And this is a protector bot. I know I need this dude. I don't think he's complete. I think he's missing something. Or whether he's missing something or not, I have him. So that's the important thing. So I got these two also from Paul over in Paul's Toy Room. And I also got these two. And this brother is complete. He may not be complete because I think he comes with some more stuff. But I don't remember his name. But he has those funky like orange circle dotty things in the black. Definitely funky 90s. But yeah. So you got that, him here, and then Destro. I thought I had Destro. I'm not gonna say oh I know I had him. I thought I had him, but it's hard to find that missile and the helmet. And since he had it, I wasn't gonna ask him, hey, would you do this and that? Because I have one right here. This is mine. And they're both in pretty good condition, but the back of his, like right here where the vest is, you're gonna see like some peeling paint right here. So mine is actually in better condition. As you see, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, they're both fine, but that one does have that peeling there. So, and being that this one does have the missile, I'm gonna take that missile off of this one and put it in mine. Sometimes, depending on how cheap the figures are and how reasonable the price is, I will buy them just to get some of the weapons and stuff that are hard to find. Believe it or not, this helmet is probably like $20 to $30 for this little stupid helmet because it is very often lost. And the more often things are lost, especially when it comes to like a cheesy figure like this, you'd be surprised sometimes parts for these go for a lot more than your average higher end figure just because it's a cheesy character, but that helmet is actually expensive. So sometimes that's what you do. So this guy, I don't need him now. So yeah, he'll go in my sell it bin or sell it thing. So I got these two from Paul, and I got this protector bot, which I know I needed, and the bad guy helicopter, which I also know I needed. So actually, actually making some real ground with some stuff I need. Because sometimes you can get stuff at these shows for a better price than you can if they take it off, somebody else have it at a bigger show, because bigger show means bigger, more money on for tables, bigger events, so they charge bigger prices. Local shows is very easy. One thing I do like about Jersey over New York is, so far, this year just started, and I went to like 3 or 4 shows already, and we're already in March of 2023. New York, there's not one show yet for 2023. So that's a good thing about Jersey. We do have a lot of shows because we have a lot more big venues and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty dope. So again, I got that and this from Paul over in Paul Toys Room, right? Yeah. So this thing alone is probably worth about. Let me look it up. I do want to look this up. I mean, it doesn't matter because I was happy with the price. But we all know how it is. Sometimes you just want to really, really not rub it in, but you want to, you want to know. It could be right on point, because he normally, he's a toy guy, and he does toy shows, and he has a store, so it's not like he would give something away. Star Wars, X-Wing. No, it's not X-Wing. TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter. It's not Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I'm about to say, all right, let's see. That's actually, that's a micro machine. Okay. Yep. Imperial TIE Fighter, 100% complete Star Wars 1979 vintage Kenner vehicle, $75 with free returns and free shipping. And this one is actually, the wings are decent, but the actual TIE Fighter itself is yellow compared to everything else. So yeah, it's about right. Yeah. There's another one. Vintage original 1978 Kenner Star Wars Imperial TIE Fighter white. This one sold $11.35 shipping, 14 bids at $96. And it's, yeah. And mine is still in better condition than this one is. So yeah, it's a good deal. So yeah, there you have it. There you have it. So definitely worth the price he sold it to me for, even with that one sticker missing, and these decals are a little scuffed up, but whatever. It doesn't matter to me. It shows character, age, and again, it's from 1978, y'all. Come on, man. Come on. No box. Who knows how long it's been displayed and played with. So again, I got that I just showed you guys. I got these two to add to my G.I. Joe collection. These are 2 figures down. Well, not really 2 figures. A Destro I had, but I needed that helmet and that missile. And the helmet cost more than what I paid for the figure anyway. He gave me a good price for everything. So to complete or help complete a Destro, and they get 2 other G1 Transformers I needed, and that 1978 TIE Fighter, you can't go wrong. So yay to that. And then thinking of my main man from Spider Monkey Collectibles. I already showed you the bazooka I got from him. So he gave me a good price on this, and he wanted to give me a better price on it. And it's mainly because somebody else did. Ironically, this thing was meant for me because somebody else did come through. They brought the boxed Emperor's shuttle and a boxed AT-AT. I mean, box as in they were, all original paperwork boxes and everything. They weren't sealed, but still with everything. So that was pretty dope. And the person left this behind, which I'm happy he did, because when I came back, I was looking. He's like, yeah, all of it's sold. So when I saw this, I thought the guy brought everything and he was gonna come back for this. He said, well, everything's sold but that one. So it was like, yeah. I said, yeah, it was meant for me. Because I was like, you know what? I thought he took everything and he left that to come back and pick it up. He's like, nah. So I was like, I was gonna go back and make a deal with him anyway. Because my plan was to spend the 300 that guy wanted for the Predator King. So I wound up spending under 3 and got more stuff. And like I said, whenever I'm there and I'm contemplating on buying it, whether I was set up or not, he's there. Him and his wife is there, and he had a thing for over a year there. And he will not budge on the price for nobody. So, and then again, when I'm like, maybe, he's there. And when I'm near to pick it up, definitely, he's never there. And today, he wasn't there. So yeah. So again, this is the I think the 82 or 83 because this is from the Return of the Jedi. I don't remember if they did an Empire Strikes Back one, but this is the battle damage Imperial TIE Fighter. So, and this, he said, I mean, it is complete. Being that it is in a box, I'm gonna keep it. I was gonna display it too, but I'm gonna display it here somewhere and just keep it in. I'm gonna keep it in the box, and then I'm gonna put the white one on top of this. I just gotta figure out where the hell I'm gonna put it because I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. This guy, look at me sleep. This dog loves Spike. Crazy dog. So yeah, and then this I picked up from Eric, the guy who runs the show, because I didn't think I had it. I don't even remember buying this, and it was $20. And I have one up there. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even realize I have her. But I do. So I'll just put it downstairs with other shit I have, whatever. I doubt she goes up in price, but so yeah, man, you got that. And then this other dude, I forgot his name, but he reminds me of like the elf from Lord of the Rings. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but the little short guy that played the elf. He got his beard just like a real nice guy, very humble, very down to earth. He gave me this for a really good price. I wound up getting it for $30. I mean, come on, an original G.I. Joe. It is a knife. I mean, it is a Ninja Force Zartan. I never understood the point of Zartan being a ninja. I mean, he's a fucking. I mean, come on, he's a he's a Bayou guy. He's like a mercenary. Like, what he know about ninja skills and shit, but. I guess, sometimes if you follow some G.I. Joe stories with Storm Shadow and, I mean, all types of shit. You never know, man. But let's see why it has him here. Zartan can alter his skin color at will. Yeah, we all know that he can do disguises and stuff. All right, let's see. An acrobatic, contortionist, and a practitioner of numerous mystical martial arts. Little is known about his background. Okay, so I guess that's self-explanatory. I don't remember reading this file card, but it's been over 30 years, so why would I? So there is a Ninja Lightning on the back here, so I'm guessing a Ninja Lightning is probably a vehicle that he would use. Which, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know if I have him or not. I mean, I have him. Obviously, I have him on. But I'm talking about like. I think I have a Ninja Force. Maybe it's Scarlet and I got it confused. But I figure for $30 you can't go wrong. I don't actually I didn't even scan it because I don't like doing that. I don't like going to toy shows and flea markets and scanning things in front of people because I get mad when people do it to me. So when they do it, I scan shit. And then they be like, oh, but you say you wanted this. I said, well, I figure since you want to scan it and see what you can get, I figured I'll scan it too. And most of the time they leave it. So yeah, this don't go for much. Doesn't matter, it's going to my collection anyway, so whatever. So he sells $29.57, under $29, $52, $15.50, under $27, $26, $45, $26, $33, $27, $76, $39. So yeah, he's all over. He's basically like a $20 to $60 figure. The card is actually really nice. It's actually a really decent card. Not unpunched, but I'm glad it's not because that makes it easier for me to, put a tack on it and hang it on my wall. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I may actually, I think I have him. Now thinking about it, I think I may have him. Because I have him loose, but I'm talking about on card here. I don't even know. So So that's everything I got in the show today. So this guy, you figure $170, 170. 170, 30 is 200, 220. 245. Give me a second, y'all. I'm contemplating here. All right, let me do it over. So that stuff is a buck. 125, 125, 130, 155, 155, 175. 245. Yeah, so I spent actually I spent about $55 less on all this stuff than I would have just on a Predator King. So I wound up getting a better deal actually. So maybe it was meant for this to happen. So yeah, I spent $250. I spent $245 for everything. That's including on the thing from Eric. So this, unfortunately, whatever. This I already showed you guys everything. I'm not gonna re-show it. Look at my video again. And then this, I went to. There's a Walmart in that mall, like in that little mall thing where the Hampton Inn is. I keep forgetting the 2 steakhouses there and a McDonald's and all that stuff. But I was like, I wanted to get this. I was thinking about getting another one, but I wait for it to go on sale if it does, because I like James Bond. This car actually looks like the Aston Martin, so they actually did really good on this. And I'm guessing it's supposed to be the Greg Daniel Bond. So this is the Aston Martin. I think the Aston Martin was a 68, right? Or something like that. 68 Aston Martin, which they actually had this car in almost every movie except, I don't remember if they showed it or had it in the Pierce Bronson movies, but it says Aston Martin here, so it is I think it should definitely be a licensed piece, because it is it does say Aston Martin on it. So I'm gonna open this up and put this together. I'm actually excited about it. So this is Speed Champion set number 76911, Aston Martin DB5, 298 pieces. So this has just under 20 pieces less than the Speed Champion's Brian O'Connor. Finally said it right. The Brian O'Connor Nissan GTR R34, because this is like 300 in the teens pieces, and this is actually $5 more than this, and this is the same price. Dominic Toretto's 1970 original Fast and the Furious Dodge Charger. This actually has over, I forgot it. Yeah, it has over. This has actually over, almost or over 40 pieces more than this. So yeah. So there you guys have it, man. Well over an hour because I was talking a lot. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, sub, share, subscribe, and catch you guys later. Peace.